Red Voyage News, splashing the check-in. Thank you for tuning in. I have an article right here brought to you by the New York Post. Man sentenced to 25 years for murdering sister's rapist in prison. Shane Goldsby killed cellmate Robert Munger after the 70-year-old teased Goldsby with details of his sister's rape. Okay, that's Shane Goldsby right there. This is Robert Munger, was reportedly serving a 43-year sentence for child sex crimes. Okay, so I'm not the type of person that says whether somebody deserves to die or not. But I will say this. There needs to be a lawsuit against the prison. And there were, it says a Washington State inmate. They were in Washington State somewhere in prison. In my humble opinion, I think that there needs to be a lawsuit that needs to be brought up against that Washington State prison. Why would you pair two men together knowing that the man he's cellmates with raped his younger sister? You know, they have rules and laws against this in prison. Like, for example, there was a case. Actually, there was an actor. One of the actors in Boys in the Hood. All right. In the movie Boys in the Hood, you remember towards the end of the film, Ricky, you had Doughboy. He was into it with some cats from the neighborhood. You know, they were just starting problems with them for no reason. I remember they were at a function one night. It was late night. Everybody was just outside on the strip with their vehicles, having a good time. And one of the guys from their crew just started shooting like a Tech 9 in the air, shooting a Uzi in the air, I believe, right? Just to clear out the area, just to cause a disruptance. And, Cuba Gooding Jr., his character was like, man, I got to get up out of this place. Like, I'm sick and tired of living here. This is crazy. All right. So the same crew ran up on Ricky. Ricky, he was on his way getting drafted, I think to a good university or the NFL. I forgot. And he was walking down that alley. Him and Cuba Gooding Jr.'s character, they had separated and went separate ways. And Cuba Gooding Jr. watched Ricky, played by Morris Chestnut, his character. He watched his friend die. And the guy who was hanging out of the window with a double-barrel shotgun, that guy in real life, he died. Okay, he ended up committing some crimes. I think, his role just just had control over him, and he tried to portray the role that he was playing in movies in real life, and he ended up in prison. And he was, he gave his life to Christ, I think before he went to prison or while he was in prison, but they paired him with a Satanist as his cellmate. And you're not supposed to have a Christian and a Satanist in the same cell. Long story short, they got into it over religion, and the Satanist killed, I can't remember his name. He killed him. He killed the actor, and he drew, like, what do you call that? A pentagram or a hexagram, whatever that is. He or the Baphomet or something. He drew that on the ground, put his body on top of it, and he performed a ritual in the cell. And that's what the guards reported when they came over to his cell. Like, he was performing a ritual with his body after he killed him. Right? Same thing here. And I believe, well, I mean, this wasn't a ritual, and, they weren't religious, and religion didn't play a part in this incident right here. But I believe the family of the actor sued the prison that the son, their family member, was in, because it's like, why would you put a Christian in the same cell with the Satanist? You know better than that. I'm not sure if his family won or not, but I know that they pressed charges. Same thing right here is, why would you put the man who's accused of raping his sister in the same cell with another man who, his sister was a victim of such a heinous crime, and the cellmate was the one who committed that crime? And now, you got this sick old man who was teasing him about the crime he committed against his sister. So like I said, I'm not the type of person that's going to sit here and say who deserved to die or what. That's not my character. That's not what I'm going to do on here. It says right here, Goldsby said he snapped after Munger began teasing him with details about the rape, which later proved true. I had so much stuff going on in my head, he told the outlet. I wasn't stable at that point. I wasn't. I was getting to that point because Munger kept wanting to give me details about what happened, what he did, about the photos and the videos of him doing this stuff. It was building up. He told the outlet he had requested a new cellmate from the Washington Department of Corrections, which has a policy preventing such prison living arrangements. The DOC told KHQ that screeners had no knowledge about the two's connection when they were placed together following an internal investigation. According to court documents, Goldsby attacked Munger from behind in the prison's communal area and hit him in the face 14 times, then stomped on his head at least 4 times before walking away. Okay. I cannot imagine what it would be like to lose a loved one in this kind of way. The statement read, to his wife and his whole family, I apologize. I'm so sorry I hope you are able to heal from what I caused. Look here. I don't know what crime he committed to where he landed himself in prison, but whatever his prison sentence was, it said another 25 years. So I don't know if he had 25 stacked on top of the 25. I don't know what he did, but I'm just being objective here. He shouldn't be charged for those 25 years. All right. Or come on. Well, actually, maybe I shouldn't say that. He killed somebody in prison. But the thing is you didn't do the research to find out who you're putting him in a cell with. All right. So that's negligence on your part. And then on top of that, you got he requested a new cellmate. Before he snapped, he requested a new cellmate. They didn't grant him that. And then the man kept teasing him about how he raped his sister and the photos and the videos. And he wasn't in the right frame of mind. I think he has a case here. I don't know how many years he was sentenced to prison originally, but I think he has a case here to drop those 25 years. What say you? What do you think? What do you think? I'd like to know your opinion in the comment section below. Hey, if you like the content that I'm posting up on this YouTube channel, click the link in the description box below to my buymeacoffee.com page. You can come over here. It's kind of like Patreon. Hover over the support tab and quote unquote buy me a coffee, which means you can make a donation. The minimum amount you could donate is $5. If you would like to become a member to my buymeacoffee.com page, you can click right here to become a member right here. Get your membership, $8 a month. All right. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.